Hello everyone, welcome to yet another episode of This Week in Comics with me, Sid, and him.
Pete.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right, we both got that right.
Nailed it.
That's good.
8 takes that took.
Yeah, brilliant. Let's look at some comics.
Okay.
I'm going to start with this one, Pete.
Okay.
I promise you, I'm not going to talk about any Marvel Spider-Man comics this week.
Excellent. Nice
So,
to mix things up.
Yep. So this week we have Marvel Action Spider-Man issue 1 from IDW.
Ah.
There it is.
Almost had me.
So Marvel have been a bit rubbish of late of doing all ages comics. They are very much aiming for that teen plus 17 to 60-year-old white male disposable income market, which is very narrow-minded, very short-sighted of them. But they are back on track compared to a couple of years ago. So well done, Marvel. Good stuff.
Keep it up.
But they've realised, well, if we're not going to do it, we can license it out. And I think, actually, I don't think Marvel have had a choice. I'm pretty sure this is Disney, because Disney have licensed out Star Wars and a few of their other properties to IDW. They've done a good job making all ages comics, and they're doing 3 different all ages Marvel books. So this month we have Spider-Man issue 1. Next month we'll have a Marvel Action Avengers. How good's that? Based
Very
on
good.
the movies.
Perfect.
Everyone knows the classic characters, dressed and looking how they should. And then the month after that we've got Black Panther all ages.
Makes sense.
And there's never been an all ages Black Panther comic before, so I'm super excited for that one. So we've backed this quite heavily, and because we're nice people, if you get Amazing Spider-Man, we've matched this to your order. You can of course remove it from your section if you don't want it. It is an all ages comic, so we're predominantly aiming this at the teen and lower market. But you know what? It's a fun Spider-Man book, and all Spider-Man books used to be for kids.
Damn
and there was
right.
no problem there. So if you like Spider-Man and you kind of, for whatever reason, the new ongoing Marvel Spider-Man isn't clicking with you, and you want some just classic Spider-Man done in one tales, Marvel Action Spider-Man from IDW, licensed by Disney through Marvel too. So yeah, can we get a Batman one as well, set in the animated universe?
Why not?
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm going to say yes.
Yeah.
Christmas is coming, you can have what you want.
Thank you, Pete.
No worries.
I look forward to you commissioning that.
Awkward. I'm going to talk about a Marvel comic now.
He's going to talk about a Marvel comic.
A new issue 1.
Away.
From Marvel.
From
Not
Marvel.
IDW, from Marvel.
Marvel.
Ironheart, issue 1. Riri Williams is back in the Ironheart armour.
So that's good, because she's guest starred in about 20 comics already. Well, actually, she's been the main character in about 20 books called Iron Man. So they figured it out.
Yeah.
Different genetics and all that. Yeah. So
she took over from Iron Man when he was dead after Secret War?
Civil War
II.
He died. But he became Jarvis. He became the AI in her suit.
Makes sense.
She's a genius. She created an Iron Man costume in her garage, a bit like Michio Kaku when he built a nuclear reactor in his garage in South Korea. That actually happened. No one cares. I'll move on. So what's made you pull this one, Pete?
It's a number 1. It's by Eve L. Ewing, which I thought was good. And people like number 1s, don't they?
Yes, they do. So if you want to get into Riri Williams, if you want to check out Ironheart in a book where, you know, it's actually named after the character she is for a change, this is the one for you to check out. We haven't matched this to anyone's orders, but we do have plenty on the shelf. I didn't want to just force it on everyone who gets Iron Man. That seemed a bit much.
Fair.
But we've ordered in about the same amounts from the people who used to buy the Iron Man book when it was for her. So hopefully we got that right.
I reckon we're going to smash it.
We'll find out in a couple of weeks. Do you like Old Man Logan?
Yes.
Would you prefer Dead Man Logan?
Oh, definitely, yeah. Perfect.
Right. So you just want Wolverine dead?
Again.
Okay. Yeah. So there's a lot going on with Wolverine in the minute. He's back. There might be 2 of them. One of them's going in the Infinity Watch. The other one might be Phoenix reincarnated.
All right.
But left over from Secret Wars, not Civil War 2, we have Old Man Logan.
Yes, we do.
Well, issue 50 came out a few weeks ago. That's the end of that. And it's Dead Man Logan for 12 issues as they kill him.
Spoilers.
Do you know what I think they're going to do? Because they're doing Old Man Quill.
They are.
And they've done Old Woman Harley or Old Lady Harley.
Old Man Hawkeye.
Old Man Hawkeye. I think they're going to do Old Man Logan. And he's even older.
Oh,
like, he's been dead for 20 years. And he's just like a brain stem going, I might heal. And then it pops his claws. And people are like, oh, he's still got the claws. So Old Man Logan coming 2021 from the House of Ideas.
Nice, yeah.
I'm going to actually just hold that.
Okay.
From the House of Ideas.
Ooh.
Just doing some floaties there. Inappropriate use of inverted commas. That's from Preacher. Yeah, no, it looks good. Honestly, all joking aside, Old Man Logan has been a popular character, well received, especially since the Civil War stuff. Probably more popular since then than he was Secret Wars, not Civil War. Probably more popular then than the Mark Miller book.
Yeah.
Because the original Mark Miller book was great, but people seemed to miss it. And it took about 5-10 years for people to catch on
Was
to
it a miniseries or was it just part of the
It was in
ongoing?
the normal numbering, yeah. It wasn't a mini, which seems very strange in this day and age. But it was the inspiration for Logan, which was a good film. So well done, Mark Miller. Even if you did just rip off the Unforgiven movie and put Wolverine in it.
Let's keep on the Marvel train.
Let's.
Briefly though, because we did mention this last week.
It did
we did not get the normal covers of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, but we have now.
Okay, so if you like Spider-Man, and Amazing Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, Spider-Man Deadpool, Spider-Girls, Spider-Force, Spider-Man Spider-Volt, Spider-Geddon, and the IDW Marvel Action Spider-Man.
Don't forget Ghost Spider.
Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider, What If Flash Thompson was Spider-Man, and we can count the Venom and the Carnage books as well,
Definitely.
and the annuals. If 14 Spider-Man books a month aren't enough for you, here's the 15th, Enter the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. That rounds it up, doesn't it?
It does,
nice
15, you know, that's good.
Yeah.
But although, you know, again, we're being sarcastic, we do that a lot. The reason why this is of interest is, of course, that Sony are releasing an animated Spider-Man movie at the theatres. It does look really good. If you bother to stay in your seat at the end of Venom, you'll have already seen a few minutes.
Ooh.
I believe they showed half an hour of it at one of the New York Comic Cons, which seems a bit much.
Seems excessive.
Might as well just wait for the film.
Yeah.
5 minutes, then see the film.
Plenty.
Half an hour, no, too much.
Yeah.
So there you go. So it is separate from the Spider-Geddon titles in that it is set in the animated Spider-Verse universe. It's a prelude to that. So it's not essential if you're reading Spider-Geddon, not essential if you're reading Spider-Man, but if you're really looking forward to the animated Spider-Man Spider-Verse movie, ka-ching, the one for you.
Wet your whistle with it.
And what is it, 5 issues?
Yeah.
Let's
why
say 5 issues.
not? 5 issues.
5 issues.
Perfect.
That's not too bad. That's
you
not
go.
it's just 5. That's 7 less than 12.
Quite right.
You know how there's a lot of people out there who like Hellboy?
Yes.
And then you know how like people tend to do that more in graphic novel? But BPRD's always been a good seller for us as a single book.
Yeah.
Sort of weirdly.
Strange, but yeah.
Hellboy and the BPRD in 1956. So I believe it started in 1952 that they've gone back and they've told the early stories of Hellboy's early days in the BPRD. And they're all coming out in graphic novels, nice and sequentially, which is good. They're reprinting all of Hellboy at the minute from the beginning as omnibuses, and that's actually become our best-selling Hellboy book.
Excellent.
So if now is the time for you to get into Hellboy ahead of the movie, which is coming out with what's his face from Stranger Things
That's
in it,
that fella.
that guy, an actor. Hellboy and the BPRD, it's a new, I believe, 6-issue series from Dark Horse, who've printed every single Hellboy book since time began. Hellboy and the BPRD, 1956. Here's your jumping on point. It's a new issue 1.
Mignola doing it?
It is Mignola, but he only writes it. He doesn't tend to draw much anymore. But
he's still doing it.
Yeah, no, it's his baby. He does take care of his Hellboy. Well done.
As should ye.
Well done, Mignola. We salute you. I do a salute like once a week. Once a month. I don't get it. Where's that come from?
Right.
John Cena.
Rabadoo.
What's that?
This is music, isn't it? Now, I'm not sure if we've mentioned any parts of this story from our friends at DC Comics, but a story called Drowned Earth has come to an end.
Huh.
It was crossing over between Aquaman and Justice, and we must have mentioned it.
You would have thought we would have mentioned it. It's only been, 5 issues, plus some crossovers and some nice variant covers that aren't as nice as they would be if they'd been by Jim Lee, but hey, we got them, so we might as well talk about them. J Lee covers.
But yeah, Drowned Earth is coming to an end, so if you've been enjoying it, I'm sorry to say it's come to its conclusion. But this special is out. Aquaman Justice League Drowned Earth issue 1, not to be mistaken with Justice League Aquaman Drowned Earth issue 1, which started the whole thing.
Do you know what I like?
What's that?
Alpha Omega. Bookend it, like Marvel used to do back in the day.
Good idea, that.
And they're also, don't forget Aquaman in the cinemas December 21st. Shortest day of the year, so hopefully the movie won't be too long.
Sure, it will make a splash at the cinemas.
I hope it's as good as Justice League for your sake.
No need for that, is there?
Yeah, it was a low blow.
Harsh.
Yep, but truth. So the good news is on this book, if you get Justice League or you get Aquaman, we've matched it to your orders because we're just that awesome. And if you haven't read it, we've got the rest in because we're really good like that.
Scott Snyder's written it. Francis Malapul and Howard Porter drawing it.
Good team.
What more do you want?
It's a new issue 1 from Image. It's The Warning. Issue 1.
Issue 1s.
From Image.
Unbelievable.
It's almost like I tailor it this way in the video so people know what's new. It's have you noticed that I don't come in and go, hey guys, it's Gru issue 417.
Maybe you should.
Do you like Gru?
I don't know. I've never been offered it.
Every issue of Gru has been written by Mark Evanier and drawn by Sergio Aragonis. They're the longest running collaborative creative team in comics, but people just talk about the Jack Kirby, Stan Lee and Bendis Bagley collabs.
Gru facts.
Gru facts, but you didn't expect that coming here. So what is this book? Well,
Yes,
it's a
what
book
is it?
that Patton Oswalt describes as goddamn amazing.
Right, pattern, mouth.
So that's good. So it's a very effective sci-fi post-apocalyptic book reminiscent of Wasteland and films like The Road Warrior.
Oh, yeah.
So having a look through it, it just kind of seemed like a more highbrow version of an alien invasion. So think Independence Day if it had a writer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Independence Day fans.
They know what it is.
Yeah.
If you're an Independence Day fan, you know what it is. It's like those people who like Jurassic Park.
Yep. Anyway, about this.
Yep, so I think that's enough, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we covered
Yeah.
it. Patton Oswald's helped us out there. Cheers, Patton.
Yep, that was half the review, wasn't it, really? Goddamn amazing, just to reiterate.
No need for that language.
Not my words, the words of General Patton Oswalt.
Yes.
This is going to be a good one, I can tell by the smile on your face.
It's that time of year.
Yep.
We're nearly at an event for a season. That means DC are putting out Nuclear Winter Special.
So,
Issue 1.
From the
of
people
one.
who bought you the Bad Boys Beach special and the Valentine special and that weird Swamp Thing Winter special, that's a year ago. Christ.
Wow.
They've now bought,
DC's Nuclear Winter Special.
because nothing says Christmas like Nuclear Apocalypse.
I like seasonal specials from DC. I always buy them.
You say that, but I think it's because there's a Superman 1 million story in here.
I'm a big fan of the 1 million version of Superman.
And that's
for sure.
Oh, and there's a Supergirl and a Flash, so you're not completely wasting your
Okay.
money. And it's only $10.
Bargain. It's
But-
got a spine.
Unlike Marvel, $10 gets you a spine.
Yeah.
So
DC listened to us last week when we said spines are what are good, and they went, "Oh, reprint it all with
Feel
a
that?
spine. Solid. Careful, I'll sell that."
it's good action. Good action. Couldn't do that with Amazing Spider 800. All the pages would fall everywhere.
Yeah, that's good. If you like a Christmas special, maybe a nice little stocking filler.
Take
for
a
your
really nice
mates.
cover. I'm going to show that again, and then we're going to cut to it bigger so you can see it again. My pick of the week this week for graphic novels is a strange one. It is Scarlet Traces, the complete Scarlet Traces, by Ian Edgington and Disraeli, a great European artist who does beautiful stuff. So they started off doing a War of the Worlds adaptation, and then they did a sequel to. Actually, they did the sequel first because they figured everyone knows H.G. Wells'
makes
War of the
sense.
Worlds, but then they went back and did it as well. So the idea is after the aliens have gone, humans reverse engineered the Martian tech. So Victorian era steampunk alien, they're going out and exploring space like in the Victorian era basically because they've got the technology. Yeah. So if you like that kind of steampunk aesthetic and you like the idea of like imperialist Britain going into space, that would be
Who
horrific.
doesn't?
At least there's not too many people to kill in space.
Yet.
That we know of. Yeah, it's a really nice aesthetic though. They absolutely nail it. They're a great collab creative team. I'm a big fan of this book, always have been. It's nice to see it back in print because it's been a while since Dark Horse had it, and it's now being printed by 2000 AD. So, local lads, Rebellion, just up the road, opening a movie studio.
They are.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll put Glynn in his films and kill him like they did in their comics. I'm sure if they do, he'll tell all the local papers.
Yeah, brace yourself. And my graphic novel of the week is Superman, obviously, but volume 7 of the Tomasi and Gleason run. This is the last one featuring these homeboys.
So not a great jumping on point.
Not a great jumping on point, but I'm sure we've got a stock of the first 6 volumes.
We do, we keep them in because everyone talks about Bendis on Superman. Certainly we're guilty of that. We talked about that a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm sure we've mentioned before that Bendis coming on to Superman didn't fix anything.
No.
Because it wasn't broken.
Exactly.
Since Rebirth, well, you can say since Dan Jurgens' Lois and Clark miniseries at the end of New 52,
Yeah.
Superman's been good.
Yeah, if you like Jonathan Kent, aka Superboy in his younger form, it looks like that might be going away very shortly. But this is a great pairing. You've got Superboy, you've got Superman. They're up to adventures. They're having a good time together. This is the Bizarro-verse crossover, so you've got lots of Bizarro versions of characters. Yeah, and it was a nice little wrap up to Massey and Gleason's run on the book.
Yeah, it was basically Superman Family, really, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that's the way I looked at that book, and I loved it, and I'll miss it. I do miss it. I like Bendis' Superman, but I was very much enjoying this. And I think we predicted on like issue 4 of Man of Steel that Jonathan Kent's coming back older.
Yeah.
There was no way it wasn't going to happen.
We've seen some pictures. It looks like that's
Yeah,
the case.
they have Franklin Richards, Tim.
They have.
Exactly as predicted. But that could be really good fun for him and Damien.
Yeah.
Because Damien's sort of always been the leader,
older.
because he's the older and more mature, and he's been trained by Batman and all that. And now Superboy, I presume that's what they're going to call him.
We've got Connor coming back as Superboy, so
that'll be a fight, won't it?
Yeah.
But we've got Jonathan Kent as Superboy, who's going to come back and he's going to be older than Damien, presumably more mature, well-travelled, world-weary,
universe-weary.
Could change the dynamic massively.
Yeah.
But before you get into that, definitely do Tomasi's run, all 7 volumes. Do it in a day. Just buy them all, do them in a day. Or spread it out. It's up to you, really. I don't mind.
Do it in a day.
Okay, so that's just about it for another week. We're just going to do a nice wrap-up now where we talk about the big signing we have in store on the 1st of December.
Yes.
Which is...
Saturday.
It is a Saturday, you're quite right. We have Al Ewing, who, as well as writing Loki, Agent of Asgard, and the Avengers No Surrender story arc, he's been on Immortal Hulk for the last 9 issues, and he's been doing a stellar job. This is the best-selling Hulk we've had since...
Peter David?
Planet Hulk, probably. So, you got to go back 10 years ago to there was a good buzz about Hulk. So we've got plenty of stock of the graphic novel. Come in and meet Al Ewing. I believe he doesn't charge signatures. You can just meet the guy, get him to sign some stuff. Be a good time. We're all going to enjoy it. That's this Saturday in store, 1st of December. Banbury, Comic Connections, here, the place where we do the video every week. And that just leaves me a little bit of time to kind of go over some awesome variants we had this week.
Awesome variant corner.
Marvel Action Spider-Man variant 1 in 10. This is interesting. This is the 1 in 25 Spider-Man variant, drawn by Kevin Eastman of Turtles fame.
Oh, so
it makes more sense when you know it's Eastman, doesn't it?
Yeah.
When you first see it, you're like, ugh.
That's a bit weird, yeah.
Yeah, but no, when you know the artist is. A very nice 1 in 50 cover. 50 copies. Can you believe it? Campbell's at it again, doing some hot-looking ladies on some Spider-Man comics. That's pretty much what you want from Campbell.
Yep.
We've got, I love these, the Scott Young Fantastic Four variants. He's done every character on the last 4 issues. So we've got the full set in. And the book that you probably thought we'd talk about this week, but we haven't.
No.
Heroes in Crisis, issue 3, our best-selling comic in store. We doubled the orders from what we initially expected to sell, and we are still sold out before it's on the shelf. So, I mean, that's good for you guys because you've all put it on your order, right?
I hope so.
Right?
Yeah.
But if not, we will have Heroes in Crisis 1, 2, and 3 back in stock next week. So, come buy them and then read them.
Yeah.
Oh, what else? That was it. Batman White Knight, the best-selling graphic novel we've ever had. We sold 33 copies in 30 days.
Impressive.
Boom! It's back in. And we got loads of them. So come and buy our stuff because we're full and we've just got such cool, good stuff. I think the shop's looking really good at the minute.
It's looking great. I mean, the way I see it, come to our shop for plenty of comics and toys. Loads of stocking fillers for girls and boys.
All right, yeah, so I'll give you that one. Yeah.
Getting there.
And it's still no Craig Charles on Robot Wars,
I'll get there.
or Lily Savage on Oasis adverts. They were pretty good.
Yeah. I'm working on it.
You're getting there. You're getting there. Thank you for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. We'll see you next week.
Laters.
Potatoes.
Going to read that then.
Yeah, I'm going to read it now.
Go on then.
See ya. Wait, when did they kill Wally? You idiot. Good chemistry. Shit all knowledge about comics.